All right, there's going to be no more intro tonight. If this was a local news station, this is going to be one of those this just in moments. You ever scroll through social media and you see an article that you instantly recognize as total BS? Probably a joke. About 20 minutes ago, I was scrolling through Facebook and I see Kyle Busch arrested in Mexico for illegal possession of a handgun and sentenced to 3.5 years in prison. And I thought, this is going to be good. I looked at it for laughs. And come to find out, Kyle Busch was arrested in Mexico for illegal possession of a handgun and sentenced to 3.5 years in prison. That actually happened, apparently back in January. I want to stop right there and say I'm sure Kyle Busch has the best legal representation. And if nothing else, he can just avoid Mexico because I know good and well the U.S. is not going to turn him over. But, yeah, that actually happened. That's going to segue into a video I was already looking at making. And so I'm going to make a shorter version here for this. I think the tide is turning. The fan base is turning in favor of Kyle Busch. I thought it was my imagination at first, but that's happening. When the Richard Childress deal started, I started noticing people were suddenly Kyle Busch fans. I don't know if it's a Toyota thing or a Chevy thing or what, or maybe a tie to Richard Childress. I don't know, but the general mood about Kyle Busch amongst NASCAR fans has started to shift, and I think this is actually going to boost him big time. Kurt Busch, his brother, was known as Outlaw at one time. Maybe Kyle Busch just took that reign. He drives a black car now, and I don't even have time to put, before I put this video out, I don't have time to come up with a good joke about this. I'm just going to let you come up with your own. It is the height of irony that he was arrested in Mexico for a gun, and he is now sponsored by a cannabis company. Do with that what you will. Kyle has always been the type that if he's not out creating trouble, sometimes it just finds him. He did put out a statement. I'm going to read it. It goes as follows. In late January, Samantha and I enjoyed a several-day vacation in Mexico. When departing the country, my handgun was flagged during routine screening at the airport. I have a valid concealed carry permit from my local authority and adhere to all handgun laws. But I made a mistake by forgetting it was in my bag. Discovery of the handgun led to my detainment. While the situation was resolved, I was not aware of Mexican law and had no intention of bringing a handgun into Mexico. When it was discovered, I fully cooperated with the authorities, accepted the penalties, and returned to North Carolina. I apologize for my mistake and appreciate respect shown by all parties as we resolve the matter. My family and I consider this issue closed. I don't know what that means, y'all. I have no clue what that means. This just came out. And I wanted to get out ahead of it. We consider this matter closed. I'm not sure if that means I'm walking away from the situation. Do what you will. That's what it sounds like. Or if it means my team of legal assassins has shot it down for me. But I don't think Kyle's worried about it. You know, I totally get that, you know, he left it in his bag and forgot about it. That actually happened to me when I was 10 years old. I was in the Boy Scouts. I used my school book bag as a backpack. We went on a camping trip, and I went to school on Monday, and I'd left my pocket knife, because Boy Scouts carry pocket knives, in my book bag. This, unfortunately for me, was soon after the tragedy at Columbine High School near Denver, Colorado, and the book was thrown squarely at me because of that. And that was exactly what happened. I totally forgot it was in my bag, and I was sent home for quite a long vacation because of that. And they told me rules are rules. Look, I would never want anything like that happen to Kyle Busch. I love him being in our sport. I wanted to get that out there. I was in the middle of editing a video for the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum from last night. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to take this opportunity to say, if you're new to my channel, do me a favor and give that subscribe button a click. I would greatly appreciate it. There's going to be lots of content coming on NASCAR stuff. I'm at all the Truck Series races with Young's Motorsports, and so there'll be content coming from inside the studio as well as from the track. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your week, guys.